Hey, today we're going to talk about something important. What not to do when you're getting your home ready to sell. Because I see this mistake over and over and over again. Homeowners spend tens of thousands of dollars, sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars on upgrades, thinking it's going to increase their value on their home. But in many cases, it actually doesn't. And sometimes you get very little of that money back. Now, I actually made another video about the best things you should do before selling, and I'll link that one below in our description. But today we're focusing on the mistake of what to avoid. And if you're thinking about selling in the next year, this could save you a lot of money. So let's jump into it. First example, pools. Every year someone asks me this question: Billy, we're thinking about putting a pool in the backyard. Do you think it's a good investment? And my answer is almost always no. Now, don't get me wrong. Pools are amazing. If you're planning to stay in the house 10 years, raise your kids there, create memories, go for it. But if you're planning to sell in the next year or two, that pool probably won't pay you back. In many areas, a pool can cost $100,000 to $150,000 and sometimes even $200,000 or more. But when the appraiser comes out, they're comparing your home to similar homes nearby. If the house next door sold without a pool, they might give you a maybe $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 value for that pool. So financially, it usually doesn't make sense to do, especially right before closing. Second, a big mistake, a full kitchen gut renovation. I see homeowners do this all the time. They remove everything, new cabinets, new layouts, moving plumbing, moving electrical, new appliances, new island. And before you know it, that renovation costs $150,000, $200,000, sometimes $250,000. And when the home sells, they only get back maybe half of that. So what I do instead is recommend a kitchen refresh. Paint cabinets, replace the hardware, update the faucets, maybe upgrade the lighting, fix the garbage disposal, right? Clean everything up and make it look fresh and modern. You can dramatically improve the look for a fraction of the cost, and it's got a high payback then. Next is bathrooms. Another people love to spend money on. They like to, and I'm not saying ignore it, but you usually don't need to gut it. You don't need to tear everything down and start over. Instead, do a simple facelift. So same thing as the kitchen: new lighting, updated mirror, new faucet, fresh caulking, maybe new flooring, or update shower glass. Small improvements can make the bathroom really feel brand new without spending a fortune. So here's another one that surprises people: adding new primary suite addition, right? Sometimes homeowners think if we add another bedroom or a suite, the value will skyrocket. But additions are expensive. We got permits, architectural plans, construction, right? Inspections, and it takes months to complete. By the time it's finished, you may not recover that investment, especially if you're selling soon. So the next one is interior doors. Now, personally, I love nice doors, but here's the truth. A buyer almost never walks into a home and says, I love this house, but the doors aren't high-end enough. It just doesn't happen, right? So instead of replacing every door, paint them, update the hardware, and move on. You'll save thousands, and it still has a dramatic impact. So let's talk about the roof. This one surprises people too. If your roof is aging but still functioning, you might not need to replace it. Instead, having a professional inspect it, repair any problem areas, get documentation showing it's in good working condition. And when buyers see that and the inspector confirms it, that can often be enough. Replacing a roof right before selling usually doesn't give you the full return. I would say not, maybe half, right? It depends. But another expensive upgrade, replacing all the windows in the house, can easily cost $30,000, $40,000, much more. But here's what I've noticed: buyers rarely choose a house because it has brand new windows. They care more about the layout, condition, the location, and how the home feels. Now, if the windows are broken or leaking, yes, fix it. But replacing every window usually isn't necessary. Now let's talk about things you do want working. The furnace. If the furnace doesn't work, that needs to be addressed. But you don't really necessarily need to replace it with the top of the line, most expensive system. You need something reliable, safe, and functioning properly. The same goes for the air conditioner. Make sure it's working. Have it inspected. But buyers aren't choosing a home because the AC unit is the fanciest model in the market. They just want it to work. Now here's where you should spend money. The upgrades that give you the biggest return. Number one, paint. Fresh, neutral paint makes a house feel clean, bright, move-in ready. Soft whiteness, light, natural tones that really work well. Avoid bold colors, yellows, purples, reds. Natural always sells better. Next, clean your windows. This sounds simple, but it makes a huge difference. Natural light is one of the biggest things buyers love. Clean windows make the house feel brighter, bigger, and newer. Another one is popcorn ceiling. Removing them can instantly make a house feel 10 to 20 years newer. It's messy, but the return is usually worth it. And finally, wallpaper. Now, I know wallpaper is trendy again, but I'm talking about the old wallpaper, the floral stuff from 20 years ago. If you have that, it's worth removing and painting instead. It can dramatically improve how buyers see the home. It's helpful. Now, if you're thinking about selling, I actually put something together that I hope you'll enjoy. It helps a lot of homeowners sell their home. So it's called our Strategic Seller Blueprint. It's a guide I created that walks you through how to prepare your home, how to market it, how to sell for the highest price possible. You can download it below. I put it in the description below this video. And if you're here in Minnesota and you're thinking about selling, I'd also be happy to meet with you in person for a one-on-one seller consultation. We can meet right at your property. We'll walk through your house. We'll talk about strategy, identify exactly what improvements are beneficial for your specific property and what you can skip. If you found this helpful, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, because I share a lot of tips to help homeowners make smart real estate decisions. And if you're thinking about selling, I'll see you in the next video.